Yo, what's good everybody, it's your girlfriend Vanilla here. Today I'm going to be learning Sweden metas in Geoguessr. Now I just tried to record this video a couple minutes ago, but unfortunately the audio did not export, but that means that the information is fresh in our minds and we should get a higher score for this video. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Okay, we've got a sign here. Do we have triangular colored houses? Do we have white sand? We do not, so what kind of trees are these? Reddish. I'm gonna go more in the south. Okay, not bad. These were wedge-shaped bollards, which are definitely more common in the southeast it looks like. So wedge-shaped bollards, similar to those found in Germany, are most common in the southern regions of the country. Okay. Red blur, triangular colored houses, I think are more common in the south. Okay, even more southern. So Skane houses, colored wooden triangle. Houses in Skane commonly either have a white stone or a red brick wall with a colored wooden triangle beneath the roof. Okay. Rocky road, not the ice cream, just like the road is rocky. Triangular roof. Kind of a flat open field. Are those? Nope, that is not a wind turbine. I think I'll go in the southern half, maybe near Gothenburg. Okay, even more southern. So these are southern corrugated square metal roofs. So corrugated square metal roof panels with moss growing on them are typically found in southern Sweden, in Skane and Blekinge. Okay. Big lake. Boats, red roofs. Maybe like here, this is a big lake in Sweden. Okay, even more to the coast, which makes sense because then you can go out into the North Sea. So West Coast red shed rows. Feels like a tongue twister. Dense rows of very small red sheds are commonly found in coastal towns on the northern west coast. Okay. Blue bollard and red bollard, those are more commonly found, and this is like flat open field with like a decent-ish forest. I feel like I'm gonna go near the Norway border. Nope, these were Skane bollards. So bollards with either a blue or red strip can be found in the countryside of Skane, which is like the southern part. Okay. 15K, not bad. Okay. I think that this is the white sand of Gotland. And I think it is more common in the northern half, so I'm going to go a little bit closer to where, like, Slight is. Okay, cool. We did get that. So it's not the meta that it shows, but we got it because of the Gotland white sand, which we learned before. So these are southern rock walls, which are found in the south, but they can be found in the northern tips of Gotland as well. Okay. Are these wedge-shaped or cylindrical? Wedge-shaped, and is this the Gotland white sand again ever? I don't know if this looks like sand. This kind of looks like more dirt to me, and it's like flat open land, but I know Gotland is very flat. Or was that this island here that's very flat? I'll go with it because the color of the dirt and the sand looks a little off. Okay, not Gotland, but we were in the south, so these are Västergotland and Östergötland fields, which are mostly flat, similarly to the landscape around Lake Mälaren. Okay. Oh, the wind turbines. Gotcha. Okay. Gravel. Reddish dirt. Reddish dirt is more common. There's like a part in the south, and then there's like something in the middle. There's like 3 areas. I want to say near like Östersund is one of them. It's like down here, and there's like one up here. Okay, no. These are just southern ferns, so it wasn't the red dirt meta. These are ferns are mostly found in southern and central Sweden, occasionally found north in the east, further north. Okay. These look like, these look like, I don't know what they look like. Kind of like a willow, like the wispy, but I know it is probably not a willow. red roof though. Is this the corrugated something? Some sort of material? Manure maybe? Dirt? Flat open field? I'm gonna go in the southern half. Okay, this was the corrugated square metal roof. These are typically found in southern Sweden, particularly in Skåne and Blekinge. Okay, so even more south I can go. I think that this is the corrugated roof with like the moss on it again, which is the meta we just had before, right? Or is this is a something rock wall? But either way, I think we're in the south, so I'm gonna go here. Okay, no, this was a low rock wall. So I did like notice the rock wall, but I forgot where it was. So Åland is an extremely flat island with a somewhat barren south half with many small bushes, while the north is typically slightly lusher with fewer but larger bushes and some trees. Okay. Okay, not bad. Okay, these are very hilly trees. Low-key, these houses look like some of the ones I saw like in like Iceland or something at some point. Okay, very hilly. I feel more northern maybe. Okay. So we were in the right half of the country, but the meta we did not get was a snowmobile trail red cross. So small red crosses marking snowmobile trails can be found throughout the northern half of the country. Honestly, like I didn't notice that, but we are in the northern half of the country, so I think we did good as far as like region guessing in Sweden. We're definitely like in a better area than just like guessing in the middle. So I'll take that for now. Okay, so these are flat open fields, and then we have like the hay bale things that kind of just look like giant marshmallows in the middle of the field. I feel like this would be like a good thumbnail. It's just like all these like, you know, things in the back. But red roof. Like, what the shape is that? Is this corrugated metal? I don't think so. Okay, do I see wind turbines? Is this ever that wind turbine meta? I don't see wind turbines. This just... What does this feel? I don't see the bollards, but the shape are... I'm gonna go generally in the south. I don't have a particular reason though. Okay. These were northern fields. So if you see flat, medium-sized agricultural fields, you suspect that you're in the northern half, close to Maya and Luleå. Okay. Okay, this is really red. Big waterway here, so we must be near a coast, I think. I'm going to guess like here, because last time we were in like the west coast when we saw the red roofs and the big waterway. Okay, I will definitely take that. 4.3 I think might be the best round we've had so far. So these are west coast red shed rows, which are dense rows of very small red sheds commonly found in coastal towns on the northern west coast. Okay. This is like stormy, overcast coverage. Red roofs, triangles, lots of triangles. Corrugated metal lever, can't tell from here. No white sand. No green poles. Kind of hilly though. Do we see wind turbines? No. I'm gonna go in the south. Okay, not horrible. These were southern rock walls, so it seems like rock walls are common like here in the south and then here on this island here. Åland has a lot of rock walls, which we know, and then yeah. Rock walls around churches and cemeteries further north. Okay. .sc, of course, we're playing a Sweden map, the flag. What are we seeing here? Not white dirt. These are rock walls. So maybe... And then what are the roofs? Oh, this is a church. Okay. Okay, so maybe because of the rock wall, which I think is just someone's house, but I don't really have like a lot of like tree meta to go off of, or like bollard meta. I'm gonna go like here, kind of between like this island and the southern part of Sweden. These were West Coast white houses, so not the West Coast red houses we saw before. Houses in Sweden are mostly colorful. On the west coast, they're commonly much lighter. So a lot of white and yellow houses along the coast between Gothenburg and Norwegian border. Okay, not bad. All right, 14K. We're gonna move on to the second map and learn some landscapes. Okay. Dark pavement, white. These are birch trees, right? I feel like I know that because of Minecraft. Maybe. Minecraft mention. This looks like some sort of big city hall or like hotel or something, like a big building. No green snow poles, no bollards. It kind of just looks like we're in the middle of a city. Do I see like a snowmobile crossing sign? I do not. I'm just gonna choose a big city. I'll go near Stockholm. Okay. Wow. We were really on the border between Sweden and Finland, all the way in the north. So these are rows of birches. So we did recognize those a birch tree, but they're on the north coast. So very common to see long, neat rows of moderately thin birches in urban areas along the north coast. Okay. Okay, so this is very hilly, very forested. Kind of see that marshmallow looking like hay bale thing. Flag course. Those are not bollards. What is this? Oh, maybe you can like take flowers and leave money. I don't really know what this is. I've never seen this kind of like stand before. Very hilly, of course. Trees. What am I thinking here? I don't actually know. I'm gonna go like southern, but like more towards the middle. Okay, these are ones we have not had before. This is coastal Västernorrland, so forested rocky mountains. The landscape around the high coast in Västernorrland can be recognized by the many forested rocky mountains surrounding agricultural valleys. The valleys are rarely straight and the mountains are of varying heights and shapes. Okay. Kind of like flat open land, but dark green forests in the background. Do we have a rock wall there ever? No, it's just grass. Red pole. Do I see wind turbines? I don't. I don't really know what this like meta is trying to point out to me at the moment. I'm gonna just go in the south and we'll learn and see what it is. Okay, even more southern. So these are forested hills, which we noted were like dark green. So on the west coast, particularly in Holland, you'll see a lot of flat fields with small round hills in the distance. Okay. I think we've had this from before in the previous video we tried to record for Sweden meadows. But what kind of trees are these? I do not remember. Fall foliage, not white sand. Maybe it looks a little bit warmer, so we'll go near like the southern half. Okay, even more southern. So these are beech forests, which can generally be recognized by the barren ground covered in brown leaves found in the far, far south. Okay. All right. This is like a big like forested hill. I think that is a lake. Do we see wind turbines ever? Is that a wind turbine? It could be. Red roofs and red barns, but not red roofs. I don't know why I said red roof. Dark forested hills. Okay, I want to go near a lake because I see water, so maybe here. No, we were up here, and this was like the lake I think we saw in the background. So Lake Storzen. So steep hills and ordinary grass. In most of Jämtland County, particularly around Lake Storzen, you can find large farmlands commonly situated in the middle of wide, often somewhat steep hills, which is uncommon in the rest of the country. Okay. Ooh, not a great score. Let's play this one more time, and then hopefully we can end on a better score for today for learning Sweden meadows. All right, we got kind of reddish, rocky dirt, like a little creek right there. Very like big clouds in the background, birch trees, which we know from Minecraft. Other kinds of trees as well. I want to say because of the reddish dirt, I feel more like middle or northern. So I'm gonna go near like Östersund. Okay, not horrible. This was the red dirt road, which we did mention, but we're a little bit more north than we should have been. So let's see where we were. Okay, what is a big city nearby? Salin. So northwest of Stockholm. Go towards Salin. There's a red dirt road, mainly in Dalarna, which is like this little section here on the map. So red dirt roads, mainly found in Dalarna, can also be found in and around Kalmar County. Okay. White dash outer. Do I see the green bollards? I do not see the bollards. What kind of trees are these? I see a lot of different kinds. Like some of them have like red trunks, reddish trunks. Is this white sand ever? Like kind of, but not like a lot of it if it is. Kind of like different colors. And I don't have like the wedge or circle or cylindrical shaped bollards to go off of, so I'm gonna kind of just like hedge in the middle. I'll go near Torsby. Okay, even more southern. So these were broadleaf trees, which are, other than birches, are only ground naturally in the southern half of the country, and more common the further south you get. Okay. Okay, really red dirt. So, I know there's like 3 areas for red dirt, like the very south, and then there's one in the middle, and then there's one up north, but Östersund is too far north for the middle one. It's kind of northwest of Stockholm. And it was near Sarna, I want to go. Okay. I will definitely take that. I know it's only 2.5k, but definitely better than other rounds we've gotten with the red dirt. So red dirt roads found in Dalarna, in and around Kalmar County. Okay. I will definitely take that for sure. Okay, this is like gravelly black road dirt. This coverage is a little weird. Like, why is it so, like, it feels like there's, like, something, like, it's, like, oh, so overcast and bright, I guess. I don't know what kinds of trees these are. Are these ever the boreal trees that we learned about in the last video? Maybe northern? Okay. A little bit too far north, but that is okay. So this is northern Jämtland deep grade dirt. So dirt roads, which have a deep gray color, are aligned with low green grassy vegetation on either side. Okay. Red dirt. Open fields. Any wind turbines? Because I know wind turbines are like here. A lot of them. Birch trees, right? Like these like white trunks. Dark forest. I'm gonna say this is like one of those like northern plains, maybe? I don't know. So, like, middle of the country. No, this was a red dirt road, but not the one found in the, like, big middle section. This is, like, the little southern one. So, we were near Lake, is that Vatren? It keeps, like, every time I zoom in, it, like, zooms out. Vatern. Okay. Okay, so 5.6k. I think that was double our last round score of like 2k. So that is improving, and that means that we are learning. So thank you so much for watching this video of me learning Sweden Metas and Geoguessr. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments. I'll also be linking the maps in the description if you want to try them out yourself. So don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla, and have a great day.